What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with another film breakdown. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite rookies in the league from last year, Garnder Minshew, product out of Washington State. I absolutely love the way this kid played football last year, and really I want to challenge that general thought of the Jaguars are going to tank next season and then pick Trevor Lawrence with the first overall pick. And in my opinion, I think that they really do have something with Garnder Minshew. And I go through a couple of games here, a couple of throws that I saw that really stuck out to me, like legitimate NFL starter throws. So before I dive too far into this video, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me, as well as to Jackson Kruger Sports. I would imagine that this ends up on his channel as well. Also, if you enjoy this video and you know a Jags fan, send this bad boy over to them. Let them know a little positivity about their boy Garnder Minshew, because I'm a big fan, and we're going to dive right on into why I think he could be a legitimate starter for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just a couple of stats, and I'm not a big stats guy. 21 touchdowns, 6 picks last year. 60% completion percentage. You like to see that number a little bit higher, but for a rookie, that's not horrible, especially the 6 interceptions. Usually, you kind of account for rookies throwing 20 picks. That's usually the go-to. Now, Garnder Minshew obviously was not going to start at the beginning of the year. Nick Foles had that job pretty locked in, and then he comes in week 1, and he goes 22 for 25 against the Kansas City Chiefs for, I want to say, 300 yards and like 3 touchdowns, and just had a phenomenal game. Now, I don't want to go too far into just the Chiefs game. I try and span a little bit more over the whole season, so bear with me on the film. Now, what we're going to see here is, right, we're stacking the box. We got single high. He's going to be over to the 3 receiver side. You've got one-on-one at the top, right? We got one-on-one with our receiver at the top. Minshew does the right thing, man. You're going to take that matchup every time. He throws a back shoulder. This is a good ball, right? This is a good ball. Some people don't know that, right? Some people might say, oh, he underthrew him. No, this is a back shoulder. Right, we know that these two are even right here. We throw that back shoulder, receiver is going to slow down. We're going to create a little bit of separation with that defensive back carrying his momentum upfield. Give your boy a chance to go make a play. Really, really good ball from him in week 1, and then we move on to week 2 against the Houston Texans, and we see the same thing. Again, more of that back shoulder accuracy, which is something that's tough to do in the NFL these days, and we'll take a look at this thing from the end zone because I think it's a little bit better of a view. But throwing that back shoulder, I think, is so essential in the NFL these days. It's something that you have to have. And this is a phenomenal ball. We can see a little bit of it right here, right? Again, once again, we have one-on-one coverage. The safety's not going to get there. We can't throw it over the top because that safety will get in the mix on that play, right? But we have this defensive back who's even. We throw that back shoulder ball. And, I mean, this thing is just on a line, on the money. This is a great ball, man. And this is something that I think kind of goes over people's heads, or maybe they don't know about. Phenomenal play from that receiver to get both feet in bounds as well. And then we go here and, okay, can he throw just a legit deep ball, though? Can he get one over the top and in the bucket? Absolutely. Here's an example of that. Malcolm Butler, again, having a bad time in Jacksonville. What Garnder does consistently well, and I think that, people kind of go to the lack of arm strength as a deficiency for him, when that's just not the case. I think that his pre-snap processor is outstanding, right? Single high safety. They're pressed up on our receivers. We trust our guy at the bottom to go win on one-on-one. Go put that ball in the bucket for him to make a play. Phenomenal ball from Garnder Minshew. Great route from DJ Chark. There's definitely some chemistry being built there, especially between Minshew, Chark, and of course the other receivers on the team. Now, playmaking ability. This is something that Garnder Minshew does, and he's sneaky good at it. His playmaking ability is phenomenal, right? In the pocket, not a lot's going on, but what I love about the entirety of this play against Denver is his ball security the whole time. The entire time he's got 2 hands on the football, he's making smart movements, he's stepping up. Now, I'm not a quarterback guru, I've said this before, I'm not a QB guru. I can't really go and break down his feet, his steps, all that stuff. I'm going to try and get one of my friends who played QB in college to come help me out with that. I'm an offensive lineman, I don't know all about that. Okay, but I don't know how efficient he's being with his steps. I do know that if he's keeping 2 hands on the football the entire time in the pocket, that's something that's going to make coaches really happy, and that's exactly what he does here. Finds his boy for a touchdown in this game against Denver, right? Phenomenal job. Not only does he do that in that situation, I think that was at the end of the half, but he also goes and leads a game-winning drive in this anticipation and the matchup, right? The picking your matchup pre-snap. Sometimes it can help you, sometimes it can hurt you. You got to be smart about what coverage they're in, okay? Now, in this situation, Denver it really looks like they're trying to bracket the number 1 receiver at the bottom here. Not sure why they would roll their safety to the boundary, to the single receiver side, and leave these 3 guys on an island right here and then run man against it, right? All that's going to happen is our number 3 is going to work this thing upfield and then stem it to the outside. Really good anticipation from Minshew. Balls on a dime. Let your boy get upfield, get in range for a field goal, for a game-winning field goal at that. And to me, Garnder Minshew did this throughout the season. And then he actually had a point where Nick Foles came back in. Minshew sat on the bench and then continued to play well. And this is before Nick Foles came back, but this is a backside dig against the Carolina Panthers. And really what I love about this play is watch his eyes, right? Watch Garnder Minshew's eyes. I'm big about a quarterback's eyes. Are you reading the concept? Are you coming off of the concept and hitting your check down or your backside dig? And that's exactly what Minshew does here, right? We're looking out here. We're trying to see if we can hit our tight end on a little stick route. He's not there. He's covered up. So we peel off to this backside dig and we put a ball on the money. Now, I love stuff like this, man. A lot of routes, you have that backside dig dialed in case the concept side is covered, in case they're running man. Single out receiver on my left or my right, he can break that defensive back off if it's man coverage and get some space, and that's exactly what happens. Now, this ball later in the game against Carolina is one of my favorite balls from Minshew. There's 2 other balls that he throws that I think are just absolutely outstanding. This is a phenomenal ball. Check out his eyes on this, right? We look to our right, post snap. We're trying to see if he's got the one-on-one. We give a quick little pump, come back to our left side to get this safety, moving to his right, our left, and then we put this ball back shoulder once again, right? Create that separation. Okay, we know, and Garnder Minshew knows, man, like they practice together every day, and this is for every quarterback, not just Minshew, right? You know what your receiver's capabilities are. You know if he's going to be able to just outrun dudes. You also know if he's really, really good at catching a back shoulder, creating that separation on a throw like that, and that's what Chark does. And that's what Minshew goes into his bag time and time again. Now, I believe they ruled that a completion and out at like the 2-yard line. Moving on to this game against the Jets, this is the second ball that Garnder Minshew throws that I just kind of fell in love with, right? What we're going to get here is we're going to get a in combo from our number 1 and our number 2, and our 3 is running a corner. This ball is just phenomenal, man. We're going to stem this corner upfield, break it off to the sideline. Now, a lot of times, if we've got a safety who's tight over the top and we've got a defensive back who's on his hip, we have to throw this thing down and away. But that's not what we have in this situation. This safety's lagging. This safety's lagging on this play. So we put some air under this thing, right in the bucket at the sideline, 2 feet down. Big first down for the Jags. Just a great throw, man. Like, these are good balls. These are starting quarterback in the NFL caliber throws. And then we take a look at it, and once again, he mixes a little sugar with it, mixes a little sweetness, a little playmaking ability. And this play right here against the Jets, we talk about keeping your eyes downfield as a quarterback, ball security, right? And just like being a playmaker. It's weird. It's weird to try and put this into words, but this is a good job from him. Eyes downfield, right? Don't panic. Don't lock in on that pass rush. Use your peripherals, right? 2 hands on the football as this defender works by him and then gets rid of that thing for a touchdown. Again, just that playmaking ability, man. It's special. There's something to this kid. I'm not going to sit here and have my boy Garnder Minshew be disrespected, people saying they're going to draft Trevor Lawrence number 1 overall. Now, it could happen, and I could look like an idiot, and that's fine. I'll wear that. But this throw right here, this is my favorite throw from Garnder Minshew. The anticipation on this throw is phenomenal. So what's going to happen here is Keelan Cole is going to run an out and up, right? It's going to be much deeper than what I drew. Garnder Minshew is going to let this thing go almost before Keelan Cole's in his out part of this double move. Okay, the anticipation on this thing is just next level. He sees it, he gives that quick little pump fake with his shoulders, right? We see this defensive back biting on that out, and then we let this thing go as we're working into this up. That's incredible anticipation. Are we serious? And then we put a ball in the bucket when we've got a D lineman in our face. We're wearing a shot to the ribs, and we're putting a ball in the bucket to Keelan Cole on this double move. That's special. That is a special ability. That's not a throw that just average 6-round quarterbacks make. That's not what happens. Look at this, the shoulders, right? We're screwed right now as a quarterback. We're gonna wear one. But you know what? You put that ball out there for the family, right? You put that ball out there for the family. You let Keelan Cole go get that thing. You put together a game-winning drive against Oakland. That's what you do, right? And here's a good situation here. It's 3rd down and goal. Game's on the line. Coach Gruden is going to bring heat. I'm a big bring heat on 3rd down guy. Coach Gruden's going to bring heat on 3rd, right? And you're going to challenge this quarterback mentally. Are you going to be able to get this ball off before I can land this blitz? Minshew's got no problem with that because, again, we know the concept, right? We're working, it's kind of like a little pick play. We're going to stem him vertically upfield, and we're going to work a slant right here. Now, if we've got heat coming, literally they're bringing 8, 9, 10, 11, right? They're bringing 8. We got to hit this slant now. And that's exactly what Minshew does. We get a little rollout to our right. We hit that slant in there. Touchdown, good guys. I mean, just a phenomenal job from Minshew this year. I think that his processor upstairs pre-snap is very, very good. I think that his deep ball ability is next level. I think that he reads defenses well post-snap, right? Coming off of things, hitting his backside dig. This kid's good. This kid is good. And I don't know. I just can't get behind the Jags aren't going to be a great team next year. Like, let's not be crazy. But do I think they're going to completely scrap everything and be like Trevor Lawrence or bust? No, because I think that they have a quarterback who they believe in. Here's another throw. Opposite 40. We're going to put this thing in the bucket to our receiver at the bottom of the screen here. Let him go get that thing, man. That's just a good ball. It's just a good ball. He has the arm strength. He has the intangibles. He might not be the prototypical 6'4" quarterback that people want him to be, but this kid can sling it. And this kid does a good job in the situations that he's been put in so far in his time in the NFL. And that's just the bottom line to it. That's how I feel. Now, hopefully this film and hopefully this video was enjoyable to you. I really do hope you enjoyed it. It's a crazy world right now. If you can step away for a couple of seconds, and I personally can provide that relief in just watching football and breaking down football, I'm absolutely honored that you decided to pick this video to watch. Now, with that being said, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, that would just mean the world to me, as well as to Jags and Kruger Sports. With all that being said, guys, I'm sure I'm going to have more videos coming out later in the week, and for the time being, hope everybody's staying safe, hope everybody's washing their hands. Stay positive out there, everybody, but that's all I got for you today, and I will see you next time.